Did COVAX itself make any mistakes? Was it too ambitious in its statements earlier?
I mean, looking retrospectively, probably yes, it was too ambitious, or probably a little bit naive, because we were thinking that everybody will play multilateral. In fact, I'm speaking with complete independence. I was not here when those decisions were taken. I'm chair of Gavi only since the 1st of January this year, so these decisions were taken before. So I'm speaking with complete independence. But I think what happened, and that probably was not taken in consideration in the initial design of the scheme of this facility, was that the richer countries would be outbidding COVAX. That COVAX will be pushed down the line because manufacturers, of course, many of them, they gave preferential treatment to those who were putting more money. And in fact, when some countries have stockpiled 4 or 5 times more vaccines than the ones they needed, of course, that had an impact. So that's why I insist in the need of transparency. So probably in initial design, there was here idealistic view. Another problem was, let's be frank and open about it, the terrible pandemic in India, because India was the biggest producer of vaccines in the world. It's a powerhouse for vaccine production. But when the pandemic attained such a huge dimension, tragic dimension in India, the government of India focused, of course, the vaccines produced there in their own, for their own population. And we did not receive the supplies that were already negotiated by COVAX. So that explains most of the delay was due to that factor. Yes. So
next time more diversity in who you. Next time, Professor, more diversity than just relying on India. Is that a learning from the past year?
That's one of the learnings, the lessons to be learned, no doubts about it. And by the way, that's why Africans are rightly, from my point of view, insisting also in diversification of manufacturing for the future. And there are already some initiatives going on, but they will not solve the problem for this pandemic, but for the future, yes. For instance, the European Union already announced 1 billion euros just to prepare some of this transfer of technology, including the BioNTech. BioNTech is the origin of the so-called Pfizer vaccine. It's Pfizer-BioNTech, and the Africans themselves, the African Union, they created a facility for these manufacturing capabilities. Yes, I believe that we should do more to support global diversification all over the world. We need that. So it's a basic, let's say, lesson from prudence, in terms of prudence for resilience, increased resilience.